is part 2 of our AIBE 17 paper explanation series. Let's get started. 11th question is, Indian Christians can obtain divorce under which of the following enactments? The correct option is C, Indian Divorce Act, 1869. This is the main law that governs divorce for Christians in India. It provides various grounds for divorce, such as adultery, cruelty, desertion, conversion, mental disorder, and venereal disease. Option A. The Special Marriage Act, 1954, applies to interfaith or intercaste marriages, not to marriages within the same religious community. Option B. The Christian Marriage Act, 1872, on the other hand, deals with the solemnization and registration of Christian marriages, not their dissolution. Option D. The Special Marriage Act, 1872, was repealed by the Special Marriage Act, 1954 and is no longer in force. 12th question is, if any advocate is aggrieved by an order of disciplinary committee of State Bar Council made under Section 35 of the Advocate Act or Advocate General of the state may prefer an appeal to the Bar Council of India within days of the date of communication of order. The correct option is C, 60. Under Section 37 of the Advocates Act, 1961, states that any person aggrieved by an order of the disciplinary committee of a State Bar Council made under Section 35 or the Advocate General of the state may, within 60 days of the date of the communication of the order to him, prefer an appeal to the Bar Council of India. This section also specifies the procedure and powers of the Bar Council of India to hear and dispose of such appeals. Therefore, the time limit for filing an appeal to the Bar Council of India is 60 days from the date of receipt of the order. 13th question deals with company law. ABC Private Limited Company chose to convert itself into a public company. It can do so by altering its Memorandum of Association and Articles of Association and by passing dash. The correct option is B, Special Resolution. A special resolution is a resolution passed by the members of a company with a majority of not less than 3/4 of the votes cast in favor of the resolution. A special resolution is required for altering the Memorandum of Association and Articles of Association of a company, as well as for changing its name. A special resolution is also required for converting a private company into a public company, as per Section 14 of the Companies Act, 2013. A board resolution or an ordinary resolution would not suffice for such a significant change in the status and structure of the company. 14th question is very interesting one. Doctrine of lifting of or piercing the corporate veil is associated with. The correct option is B, company law. The doctrine of lifting or piercing the corporate veil is associated with the concept of corporate personality, which is a fundamental principle of company law. Corporate personality means that a company is a separate legal entity from its members or shareholders and has its own rights and liabilities. However, in some cases, the court may disregard the corporate personality and hold the members or shareholders liable for the acts or debts of the company. This is known as lifting or piercing the corporate veil. The doctrine is applied to prevent fraud, injustice, or abuse of the corporate form. 15th question. Under which section of the Environment Protection Act, 1986? An appeal to National Green Tribunal lies. The correct option given by exam board is B, Section 5A. This Section 5A deals with right to be heard, not the appealing process to NGT. The Environment Protection Act, 1986 itself does not contain specific provisions for appeals to the NGT. Therefore, the options provided in the question do not accurately reflect the provision for appeals to the NGT under the Environment Protection Act, 1986. The correct legal pathway is found in the National Green Tribunal Act, 2010, not the 1986 Act. Section 16 of the National Green Tribunal Act, 2010, provides the right to appeal to the NGT against orders or decisions made under various acts, including directives issued under the Environment Protection Act, 1986. 16th question deals with fundamental duties. Which one of the following fundamental duties relates to environmental protection? The correct option is B, Article 51A of G. Article 51A of G of the Constitution of India states, "It shall be the duty of every citizen of India to protect and improve the natural environment including forests, lakes, rivers, and wildlife, and to have compassion for living creatures." This provision makes it a fundamental duty for Indian citizens to contribute to the protection and improvement of the environment. Other options in fundamental duties are: Option A, Article 51A of B, to cherish and follow the noble ideals which inspired our national struggle for freedom. Option C, Article 51A of J, to strive towards excellence in all spheres of individual and collective activity so that the nation constantly rises to higher levels of endeavor and achievement. Option D, Article 51A of K, to provide opportunities for education to one's child or ward between the age of 6 and 14 years. 17th question is an appeal late jurisdiction. Mr. A who was aggrieved by an order made by controller or an adjudicating officer made an appeal to Cyber Appellate Tribunal. Later Mr. A aggrieved by an order of Cyber Appellate Tribunal may prefer an appeal. The correct option is C, only in High Court. According to Section 62 of the IT Act, 2000, a person aggrieved by the decision or order of the Cyber Appellate Tribunal may file an appeal with the High Court within 60 days of receiving notification of the tribunal's decision or order on any question of fact or law arising out of such order. Note: no appeal shall lie against any decision or order made by the Cyber Appellate Tribunal with the consent of the parties. 18th question is: Mr. X, a person who is intended by Mr. Y, an originator to receive the electronic record, is under the IT Act known as. The correct option is C, addressee. According to Section 2(1)(b) of the Information Technology Act, 2000, an addressee means a person who is intended by the originator to receive the electronic record but does not include any intermediary. An intermediary, Section 2(1)(w), means any person who on behalf of another person receives, stores or transmits that record or provides any service with respect to that record. An originator's agent, Section 2(1)(za), means a person who has the authority to act on behalf of the originator in respect of an electronic record. A key holder, Section 2(1)(n), means any person holding a private key corresponding to the public key listed in a digital signature certificate. 19th question is: the minimum number of members required for registration of a trade union is. The correct option is D, 7. Under the Trade Unions Act, 1926, which governs the formation and regulation of trade unions in India, there are specific requirements for registering a trade union. According to Section 4 of the Trade Unions Act, 1926, minimum number of members, at least 7 members of the trade union must be actual workers engaged or employed in an industry with which the trade union is connected. This means that a trade union cannot be registered unless it has at least 7 members who are workers in the relevant industry. 20th question. The text of the certified standing orders shall be prominently posted by the employer in dash and in the language understood by the majority of his workmen. The correct option is A, English. According to Section 9 of the Industrial Employment, Standing Orders, Act, 1946, the text of the certified standing orders shall be prominently posted by the employer in English and in the language understood by the majority of his workmen on special boards to be maintained for the purpose at or near the entrance through which the workmen enter the industrial establishment and in all departments thereof where the workmen are employed. This is to ensure that the workmen are aware of the terms and conditions of their employment and their rights and obligations under the certified standing orders. We have covered 10 questions in this video. The AIBE previous paper series, we will cover the remaining questions and old papers as well. If you like this explanation, please like the video and share this video to AIBE aspirants. Do not forget to comment below about the video and please subscribe to MD's iLaw channel, the legal classroom where every case is clear. Thanks for watching and stay tuned. See you soon. Bye bye.